Good morning, KLBC community. So I have just finished a photo shoot with Jaya. And what's fascinating, and this is why I'm a huge believer in that everyone needs that mirror for themselves, literally. But also, to see the blind spots is because I actually teach this, but I hadn't done my own photo shoot for so long. So thank you, Jaya, to making me come out and do this today. But I just thought I'm jumping on to talk about a cool topic, but you can tell we've had some fun. Look at this. So stay tuned for these photos coming through because, it explains a lot in how the entrepreneur mind actually works. So I also wanted to jump on here today and talk a little bit about, there's a lot of energy going around the end of the year. If you're into any of that sort of stuff, it's the end of a 9-year, which is, closing out things, endings, finishings, new beginnings for 2026. And one of the things that is coming through is that people have always done things the same way. And even if it's just been a year or a year and a half, you need to be able to understand working with the market demands, what they actually want, reviewing that, and also being okay to pivot, not so much pivot as the business as such, but pivot in, maybe how you're doing it, how the model is, how you're connecting with people, how your offerings might be. So it's not necessarily changing of the business, but it's reviewing and pivoting and working with, what the market's actually asking for, because at the moment there is a lot of changes going on with people, and then people are starting to doubt themselves in business where it's actually just a bit of a shake-up review of how you're actually doing it. That's been really, really common. So it's all about changing the approach. So if there's someone out here today that's hearing this and you might be feeling, gosh, why isn't this working? Or why isn't the revenue still the same? Or why are clients not coming in, or why am I not getting leads, or why am I not converting them, or all of those sort of things. It is potentially that it's just about, reviewing how you're connecting and talking and communicating, and even, maybe system-wise in your business. So I help, a lot of business owners that have even got that business actually kind of get focused, get paid, and stay sane. And that's really something that I'm bringing into 2026 for people, because it's about looking at what you're doing. And one of my genius zones, which I'm really coming into, is the blind spots. So when I talk to someone in 10 minutes, whether you've got a team of 10, 20, a team of 2, 3, 1, I will ask questions. Within 10 minutes, I'll know exactly where your gap is and the blind spot that you actually can't see. That is actually normally an easy fix, or something that is either within yourself a block, but also there's a system, or the way you're doing it, or the way you've structured it, or adding in a couple of things that will actually completely transform it. So if you're sitting there and you're hitting your head against a brick wall and you're getting frustrated and down and losing confidence even, it might not be much that you need. So just reach out, book a 20-minute chat if you do want that help. But a lot of my clients I refer to Jaya, who does photo shoots, and it's really important that you've got that for socials on any platform, but also your branding. It's really important. So I'm not wearing the typical red in this exact moment, but here's some behind the scenes shooting. We've got, all different colors and tops and, things that are, relevant for you and your brand. So anyway, I hope you're having a great day. There's the book as well. We've got a few good shots of that. But I hope you're having a great day. I thought I'd just jump in here and do a live, and reach out if I can help, or even if you've got some questions. We've got some pretty cool stuff coming in 2026, really leveling up that strategy. So I'm really going to be about that sharp strategy meeting that personal self-mastery. So because we need to be working on this all the time to be able to elevate and level up in your business. And a lot of people can get stuck in why things aren't working, and sometimes it's actually the level up inside of you, or a block that is the subconscious. And so I bring all of that to the table, not just business, but also those things. And a lot of people say to me, how did you know me in 10 minutes? And honestly, I'm leaning into that because it is something that I work with a lot. And a lot of people that come to want to work with me love the, no BS, straight shooter, let's get it done, but also be able to connect and understand you quite quickly. So if I can help, reach out. Otherwise, have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you all really soon. Bye.